which they didn't. They should have beaten Ufrag. Was it Ufrag? No. Yes. Maybe. They beat Infused when they shouldn't. No, they lost to Infused when they should have beaten Infused. Their game last week, they should have won 16-14. They lost, unfortunately. It's been a really up and down season for a lot of people. And I think that's really the story, as we are into the 9th round, as you can see.
That's just a massacre right now.
There we go.
1-1.
So that's going to be CEX taking the 9th round. They're probably going to choose to switch over to that CT side.
The great thing about Mirage is that it's not too heavily one-sided. Like, you just need the right plays and you can make yourself, you can make your way onto site.
It's kind of like a 9-6 territory, I'd say.
9-6, around there.
Yeah, 9-6, 8-7, 10-5. Yeah, it can really go either way. If the T's get a strong start...
I mean, if you're very strong, 10-5.
Yeah, if the T's get a strong start, it's not unheard of to see them take an early lead and get 6 rounds on the board straight away. And then they essentially, any round after that is money. It's something they can take through to the next round and be like, we have a really good side. We just need a few rounds on this CT side and we're good. As they did decide to switch over to that CT side, just waiting for them all to ready up once again. We have CEX readying up, just waiting for UE.
So while we're waiting for them to ready up,
yep,
you've told us a bit about your highlights for the
season.
This season.
Yep.
Now we're only in week 5. Let me get that right this time. Week 5. We've got a couple of weeks left ahead of us.
2 weeks left.
A couple.
Yep.
2 weeks.
Couple is 2, you're correct.
Exactly. I know that much. Well, how do you think this season, the rest of the season, is going to play out?
I think it's...
How do you think, and what would you like?
Okay, so Xenix and AYE can't make it to finals, which means that assuming the 3 teams on 5-1 make it, doesn't matter in what order, we then have 3 more teams left. We have UE, CEX, and Ufrag. Now, Ufrag dropped to 2 and 3 tonight. One of these teams is going to join them, which means that it's either Ufrag, CEX, or United Estonia that make it to LAN. And honestly, out of those, I'd like to see Ufrag make it, just because of their young players. Seeing their young players, Jakey and Hype on LAN, will be great, with the experience of Adam behind them. Seeing this CEX roster would also be great, because they've gelled so well as a unit. But you've got to love to see United Estonia make it as well to defend their crown. You have to.
Yeah.
You can make a point for all 3 of these teams to make it. As we're going to start off right into the pistol round now, it's going to be an underpass play.
And
but Spandex.
UE not slowing down one bit as they just rush into connector, but Spandex is going to pick up a kill on Boaster. And we're going to have a very good defense coming out from CEX here as they get 2 more kills. And that leaves it down to a 3-on-2 now, as MCK falls very low in that connector area. And we've got Charlie just holding the jungle, and he's able to find the headshot of HS.
Yeah.
And now we're just down to
just Mick.
MCK.
Just Mick.
Mick.
Just Mick.
Yep. Just Mick.
Just Mick.
Not MCK.
Nope. 1v2. 9 HP. Just trying to find an angle on that window, trying to get some intel. He's going to peek out. Actually spotted the head of Cinder there. But you can't really expect much in that situation. Such low HP in a 1 versus 2 up against...
Can't really challenge.
Yeah, up against these USPs, which are just so good at range as well. It's hard to find a way on in there. CEX do get the lead here that they've been looking for. And this is the kind of buy I like to see once you win 1 round. You've got 3 SMGs, a Swag 7, and a Scout.
It's a good buy. It's a good buy coming out from CEX. Especially if they want to, you know, defend this A site pretty well. You've got the Scout up on A, and then you've got the Mag 7, or how you like to call it, the Swag 7, just hiding under by Van. Yeah, surprise Mag 7.
Rezo and Cinder can actually do a lot of damage here with these SMGs. The P90 more so. Oh. How? MCK's just going to, or Mick's just going to come out, get rid of Rezo. Cinder's in there as well. He's going to find himself 2 frags, finally gets taken down. Spandex wanting to throw that fire on in there, can't find anything. Charlie just jumping up with the Scout, is going to hit the bomb down, gets the tag onto Doom. Not too sure which player that is. USP is going to come in onto HS.
It's a dink.
Oh, how does he miss that shot? He has to go for the reface here as well. They are going to get rid of him. HS burned to death. Defuse is going to come in. They should try and find themselves the P90. They get a Tech 9 at the very least.
No, drop the Scout for an SMG.
Nope. It's going to show how much he hates it. But CeX are going to be able to connect 2 rounds together. UE do get themselves a bomb plant, and they're going to go for the early buy here. This is very, very surprising.
Joe buys the AK and passes it over to Boaster. Oh, he passes it off to Doom.
Yeah, Boaster bought an AK, Joe bought an AK, Doom and Mick bought themselves armor. So we have these armored AKs and Tech 9s here. This could be very, very deadly.
And they're going to be... trying to get some mid-control here. It's Mick.
Where are these 2 AKs going? Mick's going to try and flash his way out here, but there is a smoke already on short. Doesn't actually spot Charlie here. Doom's falling back after initial intel play towards A. They do finally spot out Charlie. Tag him down to 74 HP. He is going to get away with that one with his life, however. But Doom has fallen over towards T steps. That's going to be the AK going down and retrieved by Cinder. Big, big play from him. 3K coming in is exactly what the doctor ordered. And bomb control.
The power of the P90. It's too strong, but we're going to have HS just slowly peeking around. He does see the shoulder of Cinder and is able to get him up, able to get a kill on him. And he's able to retrieve the bomb and fall back, and it's just Mick and HS now the last 2 alive for United Estonia. And now the only possible play that they're going to be thinking about doing here is making their way back to B, but HS has just seen...
Oh! Really have to find that trade frag, and he will, finally, but... They really should have peeked that one at the same time. No nade in the hand would have been ideal. They would have been able to dispatch of Karma so easily. It's just HS left, bomb in hand. Rezu holding a glorious angle here. This is perfect.
There we go, the flash.
Big flashbang actually. Really nice flashbang from HS.
Well played. I mean, there is 20 seconds still on the board. Charlie is very low on 8 HP. HS is going to go for this one. He's going to try and get the bomb down. Or he can get both these kills here. If he can just spot Charlie, he's able to... He sees him, but he pulls out the bomb.
He's just going to go for the plant, the safe option here.
Fortunately not. He had Spandex just coming around from CT.
Yeah, time was really against him there though, but it was an uphill struggle.
That flash.
Yeah, explains it. It was
a very
perfect.
Good flash.
Yeah. It really did. Rezu was just straight head onto that flash. He really wasn't expecting it either. But it does force UE now onto this eco after their early buy. Could potentially be a... No, it's not going to be a double eco, especially if they get bombed down here as well. They should be able to pick themselves up in AWP.
Speaking of AWPs, we have Charlie just already picking up his AWP. And we have Rezu still on the UMP. Not enough money there to... even need to distribute the team, but that Molotov is going to be huge as United Estonia try and go out of there. And it's going to be Cinder Surprise who has no idea he's fallen down, but he still sprays and he gets the kill while flashed. But HS is just going to rush out and get 2 frags for UE, and they have just turned this around as it's just become a 1-on-2. It's down to Doom for UE, and he's trying to get that Deagle to connect with someone's head. And he gets smoked out. It's going to back off, find another way into the site and get that bomb. Maybe he's going to try and do this. I mean, he hasn't got a gun, there's no point in him saving. He does have armor though. But he's got 55 seconds on the timer to play around with, but everywhere he goes it's just being smoked off. He's going to just have to man up and walk through the smoke and see if he can get the connect on Karma. He's unable to do so. Just scrapes his shoulder, taking down 72 HP, but CeX running away with 4 rounds in a row as the scoreboard shows us CeX 4-0 United Estonia.
Yep, Cinder's gone huge recently.
Cinder
he had that 3K with the P90 on steps. He had that 3K there as well. That
I mean, the Molotov.
The incendiary was perfect.
It was great.
And he had the correct M4 as well.
Yeah. I mean, in that kind of position, if you're going to be playing that up close and that aggressive, that's the M4 you want. Like now, he's got
he's picked up Karma's, yeah.
And look at where he's playing. He knows, if I'm facing these guys, I can't do much with this. I need to fall back a bit. I'm going to hold ticket box, and I'm just going to pick them off if they come in. And I've got enough time to reload because they can't rush me.
Really nice jungle smoke there coming out from Mick, I think that was. And it's actually going to force this rotation across from Spandex. Okay, no, it's not. He's just going to sit here on short. Thought it might have forced him out through window. Or at least maybe Charlie out towards the A site more, rather than just leaving these 2 players on here. Sensory's going to come, but it's not going to find anything. The action is in fact going to be all over towards Karma here. The flashbang does go up. He's going to try and peek this or just hold the angle. Does peek it, spots the player. That was actually more than okay.
That was fine. He does know that there's at least one person there. They might be making their way on. The call hasn't gone out yet.
Yeah, there's no rotation.
There's no rotation, so the call hasn't gone out yet that they're coming, but there are 3 United Estonia players just stacking up. Karma does find the head of Joe. That's 1 down. He does get flashed, and they're trying to send in the ult force on HS, who's very low right now, 26 HP.
Oh.
That incendiary is going to burn up, and it's going to stop anyone else trying to push in.
Yeah, it stops HS coming through, actually kills him as well, and slows down the rest of the push, but nonetheless, UE are 3 versus 2 on this side. The general rotation was very, very slow from CEX. You can only expect Karma to do so much in that situation. He found himself 1 frag. That's all he was going to find. Cinder has come in here, though. He gets 1 on the rotation, jumped on up, has the AK in hand, going to check every single corner. Oh.
Hello, Steam.
Yep.
Gaben, please. But it does look like, while that thing did pop up, Boaster was able to get Charlie, and he does finish the round off by getting the kill on Cinder as well. So he picks up the first point on the scoreboard for United Estonia. But, you know, like, I'm really bad at remembering names. It was Karma. Karma was holding B site. And of course, you know, he didn't make the call out. He only saw one person. He saw, it was Joe. He saw Joe, and he was like, right, I could make the call right now, but I haven't seen the bomb, and I don't know if they're coming. But the second he got that pick from the second person, he was able to pull one out, and everyone rotated in. But he did his job. He got 1 frag.
Oh, Cinder again!
He got 1 frag, and everything happened. But I mean, it's an eco round, but nonetheless.
Cinder just comes in with 2 big frags again on T-steps. Really, 12 frags right now. Over double what the next player has on CEX. Really.
He's got himself an AK-47.
He certainly does. But what can he do with this? He's just going to fall back and play the range game here and allow his buddy and Rezu to play up close with the 5-7.
Oh, Rezu, just look up. He knows that someone's there. There's
there
2
it is,
people
1. Not able to get the second, but he has now made this a 2 versus 2. Where's Cinder coming from? Cinder's just going to sit in CT. Oh. Big flashbang, but he gets taken down. Oh, the quick play from the Deagle. 5 HP left now on Mick. Mick to get the 5k to keep his team alive here. He's going to get his head taken off.
Just plant the bomb.
Big play from CEX there.
That flashbang worked really well. Worked in Cinder's favour, however.
Yep. And to quote Pansy here, Cinder going head and shoulders above everyone else here. 12 frags. Spandex was key to grab themselves that round. But Cinder, 2 early frags with that with the 5-7, evening things up.
Wants to make a Cinder's on fire pun. Because you know how Cinder's the thing. Yeah,
I
get it?
I get you.
Okay, good, you get it.
But tell you what Karma gets some frags.
Nonetheless, Karma going big there, trying to defend, defending B site very well, but it's going to be Mick who gets the entry frag, and he's just jumping straight in with the Tech 9. He's not afraid, he gets the second one on Karma, and now we've got 2 CTs just sitting in kitchen, and they do come out. Cinder able to get the head of Boaster. Oh! Mick finding another head. But he is now the last person alive. 1 versus 2 with a Tech 9 in hand and head armor. However, he just walks straight into the sniper scope of Charlie. But nonetheless, they did enough damage. They walked into the site, and that's 3 people that now need to buy, and they are still very low on funds. Look at that, Karma on 1,000 now after just buying some pistol, nades, and armor. Sorry, not a pistol. He has to just some nades and armor. So one more good round like that, probably a win from United Estonia as well as killing all the players. Could force CEX into an eco.
It could, as UE, they're going to quicken up the pace here with a fast play over towards this A site. Rezu was thinking about that incendiary, but instead just going to go for the M4. Oh! Sprays 1, sprays 2, can't spray the 3rd. But Mick is very, very low on this site, and what can he get done? He has the bomb in his hands, he's going to try and go for the plant. But the M4 straight through the box. He was only on 4 HP. It's the best play to go for there. They know he's tagged, 7 rounds to 1. They did get 2 frags though. This is what you're saying, the more frags they get, the worse the economy of CEX is, and UE find a win here, it's going to be another eco for CEX.
I mean, looking at United Estonia's buy here, they do all have AKs and everything like that, but everyone's on 0. They have completely used everything in their bag.
Yeah.
Everyone's on 0.
Yep.
And nonetheless, we do have Karma just holding up this B side again. He's going to be a bit more aggressive this time to get a bit more information to see if there's any point of him staying on B. And there isn't, as Boaster gets a frag through the smoke. And the pop flash from Joe going to go over. It does not help Boaster one bit, but he's able to get the frag onto Rezu. And now it's UE's turn to storm the site. It's 4 versus 3. Can he get the frag on Charlie? If that's going to be huge, Charlie getting 2 kills with the AWP. They need to get that AWP down.
Yeah,
to get to the A site. It's a nuisance.
Did Karma spot the head of Doom there? I think he must have done. He's now taking fire, so he knows roughly where he is, but Doom coming like this far up.
That is such a good smoke screen. Look at that!
Yeah, HS there as well. They're just going to hold these disgustingly dirty corners. Peak at the same time, but 3v2 is going to come out on top. It was 2-for-2 trade. Karma is going to get the defuse, taking it to 8-1 now in rounds, but the bite really shouldn't be that pretty, although Karma can drop for Rezu, and it should be nice in that regard. Yui can get a buyout here as well. Still no AWP for them, however. Cinder drops the AWP to Charlie. Cinder picks up his favourite weapon of the series so far in the P90, and I'm guessing he's going to go sit steps. Has to smoke it and surely just go steps. Or just play tight here. Playing tight here is a position I like as well.
You've already got Doom out onto get right now. Tetris at the moment, and he does get the pickup on Rezu. But Cinder's just waiting for the moment where he steps out. He sees 3 of them. He's able to get 1, not the second. Joe just finds him. And now the smoke screen is going to go down, and now the important thing is that they need to get the bomb down.
That's exactly what Joe's going to do here as well.
And look at that. They're all falling back exactly the same place.
It's perfectly planted for this as well. Mick is going to be the initial key man here, because he's going to get the initial phase, because that smoke essentially shuts out 2 players. And that smoke still doesn't shut out Mick. Joe and HS are forced to come on through here. HS gets 1 before falling. Joe is literally on 1 HP. Spandex will finally get taken down. And Yui grab their second round on the board, but they have to connect these together. Look at the economy of CeX though. Like, they've won 8 out of 10 rounds.
Yeah,
and they're still on an eco.
That's pretty much the thing. Like, even though they're steaming really far ahead, it was that one round where they lost pretty much everyone.
Yeah, it was this round here. It was the 6th round.
Yeah, 6th round.
Because
since then, their economy
they lost a round.
Poor.
Yeah, they lost a round, so they got minimal round loss bonus. Then they survived with 1 player. 2, 3, 1.
But then again, those players, you know, there could have been the AWPs down, and they had to rebuy the AWPs and stuff like that. But nonetheless, the economy has kind of evened out for both teams. Their economy is on the same place, but it is CeX just steaming ahead at the moment, 8-for-2. But this could be United Estonia's chance to play a little game of catch-up, as we do have Spandex just waiting by the bench area of Boaster, Mick, and Doom, make their way out of apartments, and he just see them, but Spandex does fall, and Cinder falls somewhere across the map, and so does Rezu.
Yeah, it's all on Karma now. Let's take a look at the post-plant positions. He's going to have Mick sit by truck. HS having control of kitchen CT.
While you're on an eco, you have a deagle. Why not try and get some kills?
I mean, he connects a shot onto Mick and HS, they both die no matter where it is. Like, even a shot in the foot kills Mick.
That is true. Here we go.
But you are essentially going into the Lion's Den, and
oh dear.
You know what happens when you go into the Lion's Den.
With a bunch of AKs. Not fun.
Nope. Really isn't. 8-3 now in favour of CeX. On yet another eco. This is just how crippling their economy was. Really not great.
It just took them... even if they won that round, they still wouldn't have been able to buy the weapons that they wanted.
Yeah, they still wouldn't have been on M4 kit, armor.
Yeah.
Oh, big shots coming out from the Deagle in mid, but Spandex is going to get taken down. Karma going so aggro.
Yeah, 3 kills for Doom this round, straight away, just throwing out the Molotov. And just being absolutely boss man. Not giving a damn that he's being chased. But that does open up a site for United Estonia, and it's just down to Cinder, who has been playing pretty big this whole game, but it's now down to him.
He's found himself an AK as well.
Big, yeah.
AK, nades, the only thing he's lacking here is armor.
His armor.
He has the utility.
He has everything. He has a 5-7 as well. And he gets 1 kill.
Yeah,
that's Joe down.
Doom with the bomb is only now making his move across. Spots the player on short, so he knows this is likely to be a B play. Is just going to jump on across. Does he check behind him? He does not. He just goes straight for the site. He sees the pick there. Here's behind him. Boaster will take Cinder down.
Wasn't expecting Boaster to go up to the ladder room. He does hear him, though. He does hear him take a couple of shots off, but he thinks he's on a site, unfortunately. Yeah, had a good charge. I mean, who did he tag on site? He tagged someone on site.
Yeah, I believe he tagged Mick on site. Tagged Mick on site, and also, like, you saw him see the player on site, but he was in 2 minds because he almost flicked away because there was no one immediately in front of him, so the only way Boaster would have gone would have been into ladder room. So you saw him try and flick away, then he was in 2 minds, he saw the player, got a few shots off, no kill, turns around, dies. A little bit unfortunate.
But nonetheless, everything that went through his head and, you know, his playstyle throughout this whole game has been putting him above the rest.
It's been very aggressive, and it has been working out, and there it is. He's picked up the second AWP for the team. Charlie straight away dies, but Cinder finds himself a frag.
And that flashbang just hit everyone. A second frag for Cinder on Doom.
Yeah, they're going to try and molly him out twice here as well. Twice.
That does push him back down the CT steps a bit more. But it doesn't make a difference because we have Spandex getting the bomb down. Now time is just running out for HS as he gets flashed and funneled out of there. Spandex takes him down nice and easy.
Yep, certainly so. It's going to be a bit of a mixed buy, I believe, coming in here from United Estonia.
Now that they've won a couple of rounds, they're like, we have money. We're gonna
we have some money.
We're going to buy AWPs. Because we can now.
Yeah. And Cinder's been putting in work. Like, straight up, Cinder's MVP. Like, I don't think anything will change dramatically that Cinder isn't the MVP by the end of the game. But right now, he is going absolutely insane. And it looks like he might have some more company coming his way here. It's actually going to be a mid-wrap here on the A site. He actually tags up the leg of Joe there, finally gets it on the reface. They're going to molly him out again and throw a nade, but he's still in a position where he can find frags. The bomb is going to get planted.
Can he get the bomb?
Yes, he can, before it plants as well. Absolutely insane stuff from Cinder. He's been cool, calm, and collected throughout this one. They have to cross him for the bomb. He's going to find that frag. HS finally takes him down. Charlie on the reface. Really not peaking with the same confidence as Cinder, as they're both coming from CT. That incendiary not going to do too much. They spot HS with the bomb.
Oh, Karma in the good position, but he doesn't let the bullets connect. But Charlie on 12 HP versus Mick on 25 HP. The smoke is the right thing to do, but it's not smoking him off completely. He thinks Mick is by the stairs.
We know he isn't.
Oh dear.
Is Mick going to get this?
Mick the spray! I thought he was aiming just off him. He was aiming just off him, but the stray bullet.
Yep.
The stray bullet just got him and got him
I mean,
around.
I think that was the only play Charlie could make there. 12 HP.
Yeah.
Drops the AWP for the AK, doesn't see anything immediately,
and you
smokes
don't really
the bomb
want
out.
to be peeking round a smoke against someone who's waiting for you to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Karma with the Mag 7 and the Julies for the final round. Splashing the cash a little bit here. He's going to be on this B site all by himself. Does have the assistance of Spandex on short, who's going to peek this out. Flashes them, gets 1-1 dig, looking for a second, does find a tag, but Charlie is there. He spots them, and now it's all on Karma here with the Mag 7. Has to just play very tight here, I think.
Oh, he sees him, get the Mag 7 out.
Oh. Just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate there. Couldn't get anything done with either of his weapons. Nade goes through, tags up HS a little bit. Mick will plant the bomb here, however.
Estonia do know that they are now in kitchen, as that's the place to be defending from. The Mick is very low, 24, 22, both on 24, and we do have Cinder going down. Charlie going huge with the deagle. He just wiped up the whole team with a deagle.
And that flick to the end as well.
Flick to the end. Was that a 4K? That was a 4K.
4K in total.
That was a 4K in total.
One
just
on
with a
short,
deagle.
3 at the end there. Insane stuff. Still doesn't take the MVP away from Cinder, but sick stuff coming in from Charlie. Get his team across that double figures mark. 10 rounds to 5 here.
So like we said, unless you have a very strong half, it can be a 10-5.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have seen CeX be very, very strong.
They really have. Like, there have been moments of magic from all of them. Charlie right at the end there, rightfully keeping his team miles ahead. Cinder with 3K after 3K.
I think that's what you want in a team, like unlike Frey's team, where you had a couple of people on 15, 16 frags, and then you had 2 on like just below 10, and then you had Frey on like 30.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got some people that kind of in a way work as support to a team. They do a bit of damage and they kind of die, but you've got the one person carrying. What you want in a team is everyone that can kind of pull their own weight, lift up their own weight, and be like, right, okay, my turn to do some epic fragging. I mean, look at this. You've Cinder on 21.
Yep.
I mean, in this case, you still have the same case just by looking at the score. You've got 7 and 6 on Rezu and Karma, but Karma's been doing so well holding B side.
Yeah, Karma's essentially had no one come his way, and when he has, he's more or less died.
But on the rotates,
yeah,
when he comes, all those kills have been him retaking. Well, not all of them, but most of them have been him retaking.
Yeah, and Spandex has been a consistent fragger, maybe not key, but he's consistently been fragging throughout the rounds, as it looks like it's going to be a fake A-take coming out here. The smokes are coming on in, but it's going to be a mid-push from the rest of the team. They're going to go up to short. HS does exactly what it says on the tin and gets that headshot, gets another one. Joe comes in as well. 3 headshots in quick succession for the UE player, leaving just Karma.
Popping heads.
Yep.
Karma's gonna peek around the corner. Oh, he does find the head of HS. But he does get taken down by Joe. Condiments to the P2K.
Yeah, and this is the start UE needed here. If they lost that pistol round, they would have been in dire need of just something to pull them back. But securing that pistol round win has allowed them to get these FAMASs. No SMGs though. A little bit questionable. They're just going to try and stay at range with these rifles.
FAMAS is great, especially defending up on apps and FAMAS. Like you've got so much length, like they're so accurate. Well, I think so. Don't look at me like that. It's brilliant. I just
don't like FAMASs in this situation. Boaster's going to find himself 1 frag. Great. Boaster's going to get a second. Boaster gets 3 frags with a FAMAS.
Sorry, what were we saying about
Joe
FAMAS?
Get taken down. I just feel like SMGs are a lot better in this situation. Like MP7s are perfect because MP7s are reasonably accurate at range.
Okay.
Give you a lot of money. And now Spandex has himself a FAMAS with a Tech 9 in his hand. Should probably switch to his FAMAS in this situation. It's going to get taken down. Well, okay, the risk of a FAMAS for me is more than the potential reward. I prefer a mix.
Okay, I completely understand, but a FAMAS is so much more accurate than an MP7 is at range, and you can hold, especially on this map like Mirage, you can sit at the back of CT stairs and defend from there. You can, and you don't have to have any, worry that you're going to miss any bullets. And over on B site, just sit on van. And then they all line up for you, especially if they don't have armor. They're easy kills. And Doom just going absolutely ham in this round, like he has done in the previous rounds. He gets a bomb down, he gets a knife as well. Is that a 5?
It is a 5k.
That's a 5k.
It is a 5k.
Coming out from Doom.
The 5th being a knife as well, but CeX, they only wanted the bomb down.
They wanted the bomb down.
They don't care how many kills Doom got. They just wanted the bomb down.
Look at Doom right there. Happy with himself. That's right, Doom. Look at those eyes.
He's got 5.7 in the bank as well. He is the bank of UE right now. Charlie has picked himself up the AWP. Let's see how Cinder does on this T side. However, it looks like they're going to send 1 player in Charlie to maybe get a quick pick or hold a potential push. Tell you who will be holding a push though. That would be Doom. They used the classic buddy system there in Underpass. Both Doom and HS went down.
So confused what they're doing right now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't do that much. I mean, you've got... That is a very interesting place to hold. He's able to get a couple of kills there, but he does get traded. But nonetheless, that lets CeX know that there's a second player there.
Yeah, Spandex spotting someone in apps here as well. Mick is going to escape with that one. Goes for the jump across.
Look at how aggressive they were just playing.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got... Is that HS? No, that's Boaster. Just sitting in...
He's going to find a frag. He's going to get this
off.
off.
He's just been waiting there. And that's Charlie down. That's an AWP, but that's a big gun to be dropping.
Especially in this situation as well. He can just pick that up if he wants.
And just go sit by the doors there.
Bomb is going to get planted here.
Nope.
Karma, last man standing, gets taken down by HS from CT. And HS doesn't even want to go pick up that AWP. Interesting. They just want the AKs instead. They want the superior rifles.
I think they're going for more of that play that they just did last game. Push up into positions, wait for them to come to them. Just play really aggressive. It went really well in their favour last time. And they were able to get rid of an AWP.
It's going to be another...
CeX, and that forces CeX onto an eco. We have Cinder on the Tech 9 helmet armor. A couple of smokes. However, Doom.
They finally get rid of Doom in CT. So they've put the smoke down to try and get the bomb planted in it, but Cinder can't even get there. They had 2 flashes and 2 smokes, and I feel like they could have really utilised them a lot earlier. on in the round, maybe just throw them over and play off that. Or even maybe gone for a like 4-man push through A with the smokes and then sent the bomb over to B to try and go for a sneaky play, but...
This is the United Estonia wanted to see.
Is
They
it?
brought it back. CeX haven't actually got around this half, but it's now 10-10. They have
It is.
even things up, even Stevens. And there's a full buy from both teams coming out, except Charlie without any nades.
Yeah, he does have the AWP though, and he's going to go for a very quick pick here, trying to catch off Joe!
Oh!
Unfortunately misses that shot. Is Joe brave enough to go for the repeat? They nade Charlie
50
down
HP.
to 40, yeah, 46 HP left on Charlie. It's a big, big hit, as the rest of his team just can't support him in that situation. They just simply can't. Rezu playing very passive. They know that Boaster's played aggressive in-app, so they're just going to try and gain some ground very slowly, not give too much away. But how does CEX rotate out of this? That's the question. They know that Joe is holding apartments here. Charlie found very little success there early on in the round. Do they decide to push it as a unit or fall back here? That's the question.
I mean, it would be very interesting to see them actually not fall all the way back to T-spawn and go around to A, but actually go underpass. Or you could send, you know, swap of the AWP, give it to someone who has a little bit more health, and see if they can get the pick on Joe as he's just jumping about.
Yep.
And maybe they're just going to send Charlie in again, who misses a shot once again, but the incendiary comes out, and that's just going to stop them completely. Look at that. They were planning on doing a B push, but they just turn around. But it is going to be Rezu on the other side of the map. He finally gets a frag, and that opens up everything. They're going to go underpass and push up onto A, as frags do go down.
They smoke off short as well, but HS and Mick in mid.
Oh dear.
Going to get absolutely demolished, and now Charlie with this AWP. I'm going to be brutally honest.
Oh dear.
I have not liked Charlie's AWP in here. It seems like he's lost all confidence. His CT half was very lackluster, and it really is showing in this T half as well. Cinder had a lot more success with the aggressive AWP style, and I feel like you could happily take the trade here of give Charlie an AK, put the AWP on Cinder, because he has appeared to be a lot more confident.
That is true.
Charlie, I believe he's bottom frag. He's third, 15 frags, but when he's been in these high-pressure situations, he really hasn't found anything.
Whereas Cinder, like you said earlier, calm, collected, and the other word that begins with C, cool. Especially with the AWP. We have Charlie with a scout just holding up mid. He is getting tagged down, 24 HP. He still can't get any tags.
Yeah.
He's really struggling when it comes down to being in a lot of high pressure, but HS does get taken down to 6 HP. He's going to back off. But they know exactly where Charlie is now. But we're going to have United Estonia pushing up. See, look, Cinder, stuff like that. To pick up the kill on HS, Spandex. Now they do have complete control of mid. Whether it's they want to wrap around and go to A, or they want to keep pushing to B, they do have...
Potential big play from Boaster here. Spots the bomb. I don't think he did. But nonetheless, they're going to get pincered here in between Boaster and Joe.
I mean, meanwhile, Rezu has just got the final frag on the CT, who was on A. So A is completely open, but coming up behind them, Joe, the Boaster, is able to get up 2, which is as to his USP. Unable to do that, but he's done big damage.
Look at how far Joe is as well. Oh. I thought Joe was going to find that frag as well, but good stuff coming out from Boaster. Good calculated aggression, just limiting the area that the CTs can go for. He did it in apartments, obviously not as much ground, but he did it in apartments earlier and found the frag onto Charlie. That time he goes for the very long, patient flank, gets rewarded with 2 frags. Joe unfortunately couldn't seal the deal, but this is what I wanted to see from UE. Joe is going to be picking up the AWP. Whether they go for a double AWP in a later round, we'll have to see. But for now, Joe is going to be playing over towards here, which is the B site. And we actually saw some pretty aggressive mid play. Doom pushing all the way up. They are going to try and flash him out of this position. They nade him as well, down to 77 HP. But Joe, successful with that AWP, takes out Cinder. A big, big hit.
Indeed, you have CEX with their top fragger being is it Syndicote? Syndicote. That's me playing too much Diablo 3 for some odd reason. Syndicote's a thing that you run in Diablo 3. Cinder, however, is a player in CSGO that we're spectating. You have CEX, who has Cinder as their top fragger, but, you know, nonetheless, Doom has actually picked it up quite well in the previous rounds. I mean, he's not really top fragging, but he is doing so much damage to CEX, and he is their answer to Cinder. As Joe picks up another kill on Rezu, he is able to defend. He's got the 3rd. He does not get the collateral, unfortunately. Mick does get Charlie. There's going to be a clean sweep coming out from United Estonia holding that B site. Very good synergy, very good play there from both Mick and Joe.
And that's what we like to see from someone like Joe. Currently bottom fragging. Everyone else so far ahead of him, 23, 21, 21, 19. Then you have Joe on 7, but he did find 3 frags there, and he was certainly key in that B defense. He has essentially been a lone man over there as well. So it's good to see him rack up a few frags on this CT side. Didn't really find much in the first half. It's going to be another eco coming out.
And they're just going to go straight out to this site. It is
There's no Joe here either. But HS, you're just amazed at how many frags HS has just found. Joe comes in with the final one. HS with the assist.
I was about to say, no, but it's HS who's there, and he's holding it very strong, but...
Yeah, you died.
I died. That was...
They're dead now.
That was ridiculous. With the USP as well, being able to switch that out, you've got 5 terrorists coming at you. Yeah, you get 1 or 2. He's got the M4 silence. You can get about 2 kills, do damage to the third person, but then getting another 2 kills with the USP?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
And you can kind of tell that CeX wanted to get this round over and done with as well, because they are now going into that tactical pause. They just wanted to know how much money they're going to have economically. It's not enough for an AWP. It's barely enough to get a good AK buyout here as well. It's going to be tough for them to really put anything together. We still have Joe on this AWP. It's interesting to see if he will go for that B site again. Last time it was HS because it was an eco round, I assume. And the AWP on a B rush obviously doesn't fare too well as an M4. In fact, where is Joe looking? Yeah, Joe's looking over towards the B site. He will be going over there.
Most probably will be.
AK, flashes. Karma goes for the smoke.
But it is
Span has to go smoke, flash. What does Cinder go for here? Does he go Galil and then favor utility, or does he go for an AK? Still deciding. Could go Tech 9 armor as well and then full utility, but no, it goes AK.
Goes for the AK.
No utility at all, just the armor on his back.
Now if they lose this, they're on an eco, right?
Yeah. They have...
Well, actually no.
Yeah, no, they are.
They are.
Yeah, they're on eco.
They'll be on the bonus.
They have 2 smokes.
14-11. Not that comfortable to be going eco on.
No. Which is why we saw this time out here. They have to be on point with this play. Who are their smokes on? The smokes...
Who? No, they don't have smokes. The smokes...
CeX. Rezu just threw one, and Spandex has the other.
CeX. Yep.
I believe Rezu threw his smoke towards that A site.
And this smoke is just going to go into window.
Yeah, not perfect use. I'd rather see these limited smokes be used in an actual execute on a site.
Yeah, for a site, rather than trying to get mid-control. But I mean, nonetheless, if you get mid-control, you pretty much can dictate where everything goes from that. We have just seen the action just slow down significantly, as this is a very crucial round for CEX.
Yeah, this pace of play certainly favours United Estonia as well. CEX, they have 3 flashbangs left. Like, what are they going to do with these 3 flashbangs? What does it allow them to do? They need to find these frags early on in the round so they can work off those, rather than having to rely on these 3 flashbangs to get into a site, going up against this much favoured United Estonia side with the utility they have in the pocket.
Money.
Yeah, exactly.
Throwing money away.
Yeah, and the bomb has yet to be picked up, so with 45 seconds left, CeX still very indecisive of where they exactly want to play here.
I mean, they haven't seen anyone, they haven't tagged anyone, they've just wasted all their nades, which is great for United Estonia. But UE are just going to force them to just train into a site.
They're going for an
choo-choo train.
They're going for an A split here, and it's the least favoured site as well. Rezu is going to be the first one to fall. They need to get rid of Boaster in this position. Boaster is going to be huge here. He spots out 1, that's bomb drop. Spots out the second above him, that's 2. And now it's just Spanstorm left.
Karma, on the other hand, being able to pick up 2 kills, but he does fall. It's down to 3 versus 1 on Spanstorm.
Spandex, Spanstorm.
Yep. I love it when players do that. But he's just going to sit there. See if he can get some kills. He does get 1, that's Boaster down. And just survives. Yep. Just survives the obliteration coming
That's
from
huge, because they now have to go Tech 9 armor with the lone AK on Spandex.
This could just be a B rush.
They get...
Oh, well, unless Joe takes that AWP again to Van, I would like to see that. Yeah,
Joe's going
to do that.
Yeah, but it's going to be an A play.
So you'll be...
See, this is what I like to see. They have 4 smokes in fact, and a molly. So we should, in theory, see a good A take coming in. Just fly on over.
We've already got the defense smokes coming out from the CTs. Making the nades, so defense mollies. Going up there onto the platform area.
Yep.
But this is going to be a timing push. coming out from...
We see one smoke go over, that's going to jungle. We have one going stairs as well, and CT. This is what we like to see coming in. Spanstorm, first frag onto Doom, but he is pressured. They take out Boaster as well. This is the play we want to see from CEX. Karma finds a frag with the Deagle onto HS as well. Mick and Joe, last two standing. It's going to be so tough. But CEX, they can't gain any ground. They're just going to allow Charlie to plant and play from very, very far back here. Joe and Mick, last two standing. This is what we needed from CEX right here if they wanted to stay in this round.
Now, the problem with this side is once you plant the bomb and, you know, your CT and you want to try and retake, there are so many corners and angles that you need to go into, and you have an AWP. So Joe is actually going to just go back and save. There's just no point trying. But Mick, hold on, they are actually trying. They're going to try this.
Yeah,
and they're going to push out to the side. They have the money
to do it as well.
But there's so many angles they have to look at as you walk out. There just isn't any time. Mick isn't able to get anything, but Joe needs to save that AWP. So he's probably just going to wait and get some exit frags. Yeah. As two people are coming his way, but... well, not so much. He's gone underpass.
That's what we should have seen from CEX in the round prior.
Yeah.
They needed those smokes, and they needed that set A play, and it worked wonders for them. They got in the site, they got the two frags, they got the bomb down. Perfect.
And I like their decision of not overextending.
Yeah, they didn't commit to the site either.
They just were like,
they
right,
just let Charlie get in, get the plant.
Yeah, we've cleared it, it's smoked off. Charlie, go plant. And come back, and we're going to defend it from here. Rather than, you know, a lot of players, they take the site and then they push out onto CT steps and they try and get more control, and, you know, they die unnecessarily. That's one thing that kept them in that round for a lot longer, and that put UE in a very tough spot.
Big information play here from Boaster as well. Going into apps, although we didn't actually see any apps play in that A take previously, this is going to allow them to flank round, get an intel that it's going to be a B play. And now they certainly know the mollies, flashes, smokes do go out here. Karma coming on in. He gets, in fact, it's Rezu who gets the headshot onto Mick. They're going to be able to isolate the players off in kitchen as well. This is going to be another bomb plant. It looks like we're going to have another game going straight down to the wire in this ESL UK Premiership. They just can't get in.
And then look at that. They planted for like the default app spot. They're just going to fall back. You've got two people playing an app. And you just got CT sitting in kitchen, too scared to come out. They don't know what to do. Look at that. They've been smoked, they've been Molotoved. Now they're just trying to make their steps out, and the Rezu does find Doom as he gets out, but we've got Boaster coming up behind. They do know that there is one CT coming up behind them, and it's going to be Karma that picks up the 3 remaining kills for CEX. And now
UE aren't ecoing anytime soon, though.
No.
Like,
no,
Joe,
they have the money.
Yeah, Joe should probably drop a few here. Actually, maybe they are going to eco soon. Yeah, they lose this, they eco. It then puts CEX on 15. Wow, how the tables have turned.
Indeed, but I mean, looking at the scoreboard, just quickly, you've got a couple of people in CEX kind of catching up to like the 20 mark, but look at how...
HS, Boaster, Mick and Doom.
Like, okay, unfortunately Joe's only on 8. He's got the AWP, but if the right word is going to be skewed, it's like very, you know, skewed one way towards, you know, the top screen. That's a very interesting glitch. What's happening there?
So CEX right now have just given up complete control of any part of the map. Like, so Karma is just happily sitting here waiting for Boaster to go for another information play through apps because they know he's done this before. He did it last round. They weren't aware of that, but they know he came from a flank, and the likelihood is he did go from apps. Karma just waiting very patiently for this one to come in. It's not going to happen though. He is going to move on up. The rest of the team making their way over towards B.
It's actually HS with the AWP now on the van. So it's no longer Joe. It's just still one person on the B site, you know, and he has to defend against the 4 CTs, the 4 terrorists that are coming towards him. Is he going to be strong enough to do that? He was with the M4.
It's taken down, unfortunately, as well there. But this means that the rest of the team should have their running shoes on. That's... oh, if he'd have thrown that molly, that would have been huge from Karma. Now they're trying to take control of this A site. They're getting on in here. They do take out Joe. They get rid of Boaster as well. Doom comes in with a frag onto Spanstorm. It's just Cinder left. He's gone huge all game, and it's time for him to go huge now. He's trying to get the bomb plant here. Doom on 12 HP.
Oh dear, he survived the 4 HP after getting the bomb down, but it is now in his favor. But
there's a nade and a molly here as well. Or a flash and a molly, sorry. Like, HS can't find the frag in this position, I don't think. He's going to try through the boxes. He's going to come. Cinder's going to come out. He gets the frag onto Doom. 1 versus 1 against HS. He's going to try and molly. I think he just has to molly the bomb. Yeah, he has to molly the bomb here and just play pure time. He waits for HS to come up close. He waits for the footsteps. Is going to molly the bomb. This is great, great play. And he's going to get the kill.
He even had a smoke.
He tried the smoke. Sick, sick play from Cinder. Amazing, amazing Counter-Strike. What more do you want?
Even right there, just CSGO things. I mean, the smoke didn't put it out. There, Joe's saying it. He had a smoke, he just didn't wait. If he waited that extra second, he might not be able to defuse the bomb. But...
wow.
Okay.
That was such smart CS from Cinder.
Cinder, on fire.
MVP.
On fire.
MVP right now, and it puts them onto the eco, and look at this. Just getting rid of these United Estonia players left, right, and center. And they're forced the rotation over to A. They're just going over to B. CeX have complete control of this game.
I mean, after having that whole morale boost and the momentum that United Estonia got, you know, going into this half, they've got themselves, you know, a good 9 rounds in this half alone. It has to just slow down for them, and they are just falling like flies, like fish in a barrel. Now HS is just caught out in connector, and now CeX. It's all down to them to just finish the round off and get themselves a point on the ladder.
Joe instantly buys himself the AWP, no armor, just a smoke to go with it. HS has an AWP in his hands as well. Coming down to the wire. Are we going to have an overtime? It's UKCS. I wouldn't put it past them. Potentially big round. We have some early smokes going out. That one went towards mid, I believe.
They're going to stick with this aggression that they have been for the previous rounds.
Boaster, though. He's loved this Palace angle.
I mean, you know, we've seen great plays happen in this game just by this Palace angle. Cinder being the first one to do that. But you're going to be challenging an AWP.
Yeah.
And being up this close with the M4 is really good. And if he jumps up now, he might just see the head, but it's going to be Joe and HS. Good investments on those AWPs. They're getting kills, but Charlie's able to find HS, and that's 1 AWP down, but nonetheless, it is a 3 versus 4. Well in favor of United Estonia.
Yeah, the 2B players rotating over as well here. They need to dispatch of Boaster. Charlie can't see anything in the sight. He has to fall on back here. Spandex is taking a hit. Rezu finally finds himself a frag onto Boaster. This allows Charlie to get on in here. 3 versus 3. What are we going to see here from CeX? Can they take this win? 16-14, or are we going to overtime? Joe, he's coming big with the AWP, and that is exactly what we're going to see from him. Charlie trying to peek on out here. Doom goes huge once again. That nade isn't going to find anything. Trying to get a shot through the wood.
Oh dear.
And we're going to overtime, 15-15. I thought that molly from Cinder would have just won themselves the game. But we are going into overtime. Big comeback there from both teams. CeX to get that 15th round, and United Estonia to come back from what would have tilted me to oblivion.
I thought at the start of the game, calling him MCK tilted you. Oh yeah, it sounds a lot cooler, MCK. But it is Mick.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I tilting you? I'll stop.
It's fine.
I'll stop the tilt.
It's fine.
But I mean, nonetheless, like...
HS, 32 frags.
32 frags. And then you've got Doom also doing very well. 24, 24, 24, 10. That just tells you everything about their team. That they are all pulling their weight at the moment. But Cinder, nonetheless, right, he's MVP.
Yeah.
He is definitely MVP.
Like, he was a mad fragger in that first half, but then, like, if he didn't throw that molly, this was game over. Like,
yeah.
It was absolutely insane. But we are going into overtime. It is MR3, 10k starting money. And straight away, Charlie buys up that AWP, is joined by Joe. HS gets one as well. This is where...
There we go. It all comes down to the line.
This is where heroes are made. UK scene heroes, but...
UK scene heroes.
Heroes nonetheless.
Where's my, what a monster bind? Should have that for Cinder whenever he makes a big play. What a monster! Nonetheless, going into this first round of the overtime,
very passive.
Everyone's playing very passive.
Very passive.
Very passive. You've got 2 AWPs, Joe and HS.
Joe wants to peek. Like,
Joe wants. Yeah, you're right. He wants to get up there. He wants to walk down out. You've just got Sniper scope. Looking down. Another sniper scope. It's just...
It's a Mexican standoff.
It's like, you know...
Like...
You go first, my friend. You go first. Then I'll follow.
I'm imagining Joe right now, 6'6", wearing a sombrero. With an AWP in his hands. Someone Photoshop, please.
Is anything happening anywhere on the map?
Oh, the molly went off somewhere. Mick's going to smoke off apartments. But look at the mid control. Like, CeX have just got complete control of mid. And UE are like, find us.
Yeah, UE are just like, you know what, we don't need mid control.
HS does.
Thank you, HS, for just proving me completely wrong. And
oh, he almost got palace control. Oh, he's going to fluff that shot, unfortunately. It allows Rezu to come on out here. Joe finds a frag with his AWP. Rezu will finally get taken down. It's just Cinder and Spandex left, however. They are going for this B take. Spanstorm needs to find this frag onto Joe. He forces him to fall down at least. He's in the smoke.
Oh dear, Cinder. He lost his bearings, man.
Okay, Spandex just wants the bomb down, but Joe's not going to allow that.
Alright, UE taking the first round of this overtime.
Yep, 16-15. They are going to continue a little bit of their CT momentum here, as they should, being on the CT side. Still sticking with this double AWP setup. Charlie does get dropped an AWP from, I believe that was Spanstorm. But if CeX lose this, it puts them onto an eco round for the final round of this half. I want to see Spanstorm drop this AWP to Cinder. Like, I want to see some aggressive AWP in. That's why I want to see some Cinder AWP.
I want to see some Cinder AWP. And he might be going the right way about it. But Cinder, he's got Joe just round the corner. Joe's going to peek with an AWP. Who's going to get him first? And he just ducks at the last second.
The crouch was perfect coming out there from Joe. Really smart counter-strike. Rezu was putting shots onto Mick, but Doom somehow killed him from
there.
Cool.
And Doom doing a very good job at just doing team damage to his friends, throwing incendiary right where HS is standing. However,
aggressive AWP in there from Joe on short as well. It's just Rezu and Spandex left now.
They do have mid, but Rezu, not that much. 2 HP.
Yeah, so they've got control of short here. Rezu was peeking at the same time Spandex was.
I'd be surprised if they just want to keep these AWPs.
I mean, it's certainly an option, but 40 seconds in this position is a very long time.
I mean, it's very scary. Rezu's just going to find a wild Doom to his left as he peeks out even further. He's going to get shot. Never mind.
Joe has just won 2 AWP duels this round, and they've both been huge. Maybe not the biggest fragger, but certainly a key fragger. Spandex comes in with 1 there. Needs to find a few more. 2 to be precise.
Come on, there's 1 in window, Joe. Sorry, Spandex.
Gonna drop down, picks up the bomb, but where does he go? 10 seconds left. He has to make a play.
He doesn't.
He's gonna keep the AWP. Trying to get a 16th round. Leaving it a little bit too late here. Nice save in the end. But it's a big ask now for CeX. They don't have any money to play with. They throw the AWP over to Charlie. It doesn't allow Spandex to get anything, however.
I'd still like to see Cinder with that AWP. But Charlie does have the good spawn for peeking mid, except he's not going to go mid. He's actually going to run all the way to B and try and get that early frag on whoever holds Joe. He's going to try and get the frag on Joe as he's holding...
Oh,
no,
he's not. He's waiting for some aggression this time round. But not actually going to find anything. Again, UE have been very, very passive.
Oh, you can see him. Can he?
No.
I thought you could see his defuse kit.
No. Again, it's this Mexican standoff right now.
Right, in that case,
it's very passive.
They did see each other. If Joe can see that little gap, he probably saw Charlie cross over. Charlie just saw him. I mean, depends how good his eyes are. But they know they're both there, and they're like, "No, you go first again." I'm like, no, you come and greet me with my scope, and we'll do that. But nonetheless, elsewhere on the map, not much is happening. Once again, we're seeing this passive play that's coming out from both these teams.
Here it is.
Oh, here we go.
Sees the arm. Gonna connect it.
And there's gonna be Joe with the prime position there.
Boaster in his favourite position as well. Spots the player through the wood.
Gets the head.
That's Karma going down as Rezu now going to be looking on in here, trying to find some frags, but Doom is going to shut him down. Just Cinder and Spandex left now. Cinder's picked up the AWP. Can Cinder go huge here? Like, this would be a great story. First time Cinder picks up T-side AWP, he gets a 5k and wins the round, but it's a big ask. Spandex, that was really nice dodge from him as well, just popping one bullet.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Come on, Spandex. Not Spandex. Cinder.
Joe can't really peek this at all. Oh, he fluffs that first shot, jumps down, playing ring and roses with Joe, gets his head blown off by the 5-7. That's going to be 18-15. CEX on match point for the first time this game. Or United Estonia, sorry, match point.
Finally, you got a 5th player. See, that's the thing. This is what United Estonia wanted. They worked hard for that overtime, and they have got the overtime, and they are doing their best with the overtime that they worked hard to get.
Yeah. 3 rounds, Joe's found himself 8 frags.
Yeah.
He had 10 in 30, 8 in 3.
He's
got to step up when it matters, and he has done.
Up.
Like, he's actually taken some insane orb duels. Just taking Charlie out twice in a row in apartments, then having the confidence go short as well. Oh yeah, the patience.
The patience. You know, if I'm playing that position, I get a bit
jittery.
I'm like, come on, man. I would be pushing up in there all the time, but the patience that these players have, you know, to just wait for it, and indeed it has worked out in Joe's favour. I mean, he has pushed apartments before, and he's able, you know, having the mechanics, knowing he's going to come around a corner, and he's walking around a corner nonetheless, and he crouches to make sure he doesn't get headshotted, you know, by Cinder. It's another really good thing, but we have the auto sniper being brought up straight away by Karma, and he's going to take it to ticket box.
When in doubt,
get the auto out.
Nice.
We're good at rhyming.
Yep. I'm a poet. Well, we're poets, and I didn't realise the matter. But there it is. Spandex. Karma, sorry. 1-2 shots is enough to take out Mick. They finally smoke him out, however. He's just going to spam on through. The Molotov actually doesn't do anything because of the smoke, but Cinder finds himself a frag as well. Charlie spots the arm. Spots the head as well, but can't do anything to HS there. Cinder trying to come on upstairs. The bomb has gone down. It's the 5 versus 3 retake. They have smokes, they have incendiaries, they have nades. Nade goes out, incendiary goes out, but United Estonia all still on 100 HP, not even.
And looking where the bomb is planted, there's going to be a tough retake, but it is 5 versus 3 nonetheless. It's going to be Karma who gets another kill on Doom. HS finds Karma and he takes him down. That's the auto sniper down, and HS going big, but nonetheless, Bandstorm does find him, and they're able to get the defuse. So CeX are not out just yet, and that gives them some breathing room.
Yeah. Nice little play there as well. Charlie dropped the AWP for Spandex while he went and hunted the auto sniper. They picked it up. 16-18. 2 more rounds for CeX to clinch this one and take it to yet another overtime. They've dropped the AWP for Charlie. Spanstorm is going to be going to B once again. The auto sniper of Karma is going to join them there as well, but it's going to be another A play coming out for UE. A very slow one at that, however, as HS is going to get taken down. Doom forced to rotate back, and Karma's... He was in 2 minds. He wanted to go over.
I mean, you can easily have Karma just defend B by himself on the box like they have been doing. You know how United Estonia did that when they were playing CT side. But nonetheless, they do know it's going to be a full-on fledged attack on A. As the smokes do come out, the flashes do come out. Well, no flashes, sorry. Just the smokes. Yeah, Boast is just dropping down, finding the head of Cinder. That's a very big frag to get, and it's currently a 2 versus 3. Not so much a retake just yet, but that's the bomb going down. Karma going big with this auto sniper, and now it's down to a 1-on-1.
He's got it, wow.
But Karma, with the auto sniper, doesn't even lose a single bit of HP, gets 3 kills, and has a lot of money in his bank. And now it's down to this. Can United Estonia stop this game, take the win in advance with 3-2, or are we going to see yet another overtime? But we have got some flame coming out into the chat.
Yeah.
Joe is not happy.
If that's it just shows that CeX are right in the mind of Joe right now. Like, Joe's had a less than pretty game.
Yeah.
His first 30 rounds were less than ideal. He picked it up in those first 3 of overtime. But now the auto sniper comes out, and CeX are in the mind of Joe. Like,
and you know, Joe is someone who has just recently, you know, in the past couple of rounds, has just picked up his game.
Yeah, and he's now completely off it again.
You know, as they switch half, this is what Karma's probably like. I'm going to buy the auto sniper, and I'm just going to absolutely get into Joe's head.
And it's fair enough.
And that's what's happened. You know, if this game goes any longer, it is just about demoralizing the other team. And we do have HS being very confident coming around the corner. Boaster getting another kill on Cinder. That is a strong player down for UE. But Charlie with the AWP, he is in a good position.
Oh,
and
big pick.
Gets the pick on HS, which is really far back, and that's the bomb down. That buys CEX enough time to get onto the site. But here comes Karma with the auto sniper, gets Doom. And now they just fall back.
Picks up the Deagle, not able to connect that frag. Is it Spandex in a 1 versus 2? Both players injured, but these AKs will one-shot, headshot Spandex here.
It all comes down to this for Spandex. Can he give his team another chance to try and take this victory?
Still doesn't know if it's A or B. Here's the bomb go down, so he now definitely knows it's A.
Has been planted for connector as well.
He's going to get his running shoes on a little bit here.
Is that the auto sniper? No.
No, he's gonna throw the incendiary across. That's gone to fireboxes. Gets taken down. That's going to be United Estonia taking this game 19-17 in